Hello, and welcome to another pick and mix of 20 Bible questions. Let's get straight to it. Question 1. What did Paul tell Timothy to drink for his stomach ailment? Was it water, goat's milk, wine, beer, or milk and honey? And he told him to drink wine in 1 Timothy chapter 5. Question 2. What brings great gain? Is it godliness with contentment? Is it buying property, giving to the poor, or buying stock? Not a great time for the stock market, but always a good time for godliness with contentment. Question 3. Who did Solomon petition for supplies and workers for the temple's construction? Was it the King of Tyre, the King of Syria, the King of the Hittites, or the King of Judah? And that was the King of Tyre in 2 Chronicles chapter 2. Question 4. How many gold candlesticks were built and placed in the temple? Was it 5, 10, 12, or 40? And Solomon made 10 in 2 Chronicles chapter 4. Question 5. What material was used for the temple's altar? Was that gold, silver, brass, or wood? And it was made out of brass, described in 2 Chronicles chapter 4. Question 6. What prompted King Asa to remove the idols from the lands of Judah and Benjamin? Was it a vision of God, a prophetic word from Azariah, a burning bush, or a famine in the land? And that was a prophetic word from Azariah, as described in 2 Chronicles chapter 15. Question 7. Why did Demetrius complain about Paul? Was it because he endangered his livelihood? Did he threaten him? Or did he try to baptise him? Well, Paul endangered his livelihood in Acts chapter 19 because people turned away from the making of shrines to Diana. Question 8. Where does pride of life come from? Is it the love of God, the love of the world, the love of oneself, or the love of family? And pride is from the love of the world in 1 John chapter 2. Question 9. Whoever hates his brother is what? Are they a murderer, a bad brother, a Samaritan, misled, or none of the above? They are a murderer, according to 1 John chapter 3, because all sins are equal. Question 10. According to Paul, good ministers of Jesus Christ should reject what? Is it universalism, old wives' tales, legalism, sacrifices, or pork? And they should reject old wives' tales, set out in 1 Timothy chapter 4. Question 11. Which is not a name Isaiah used to describe the Messiah? Is it Wonderful Counsellor, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, or King of Kings? And Isaiah never mentioned King of Kings, because it is first ascribed to Jesus in the New Testament in 1 Timothy chapter 6. Question 12. Which metaphor did Jesus use to describe himself when asked why he ate with publicans and sinners? Was it a king, a physician, a shepherd, or a tax collector? And he said he was a physician in Mark chapter 2. Question 13. Where in the Bible can you find what is commonly called the Beatitudes? Is that Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John? And the Beatitudes are in Matthew chapter 5. Question 14. What do Anna, Huldah, Miriam and Deborah all have in common? Were they all prophetesses? Did they all meet Christ? Were they all married to fishermen? Or were they all sisters? And all those women were prophetesses. Question 15. What kind of woman did the Lord tell Hosea to love? Was it a faithful one, a sinful one, an adulteress, or a drunkard? God told Hosea to love an adulteress in Hosea chapter 3. Question 16. With which article of clothing did Elijah part the waters of the Jordan? Was it his cloak, his belt, his sandal, or his robe? And that was his cloak, or mantle if you prefer, in 2 Kings chapter 2. Question 17. What book does Ruth come after? Is it Joshua, Kings, Judges, or Ezekiel? And Ruth succeeds Judges. Question 18. According to Hebrews, what symbolises the hope we have in Christ? Is it the trefoil, a dove, an anchor, or a flame? That's an anchor in Hebrews 6. The hope for salvation is sure and steadfast, like an anchor for our souls. Question 19. In Lamentations, Jerusalem was known as the what of Zion? Was it the lion, the daughter, the priest, or the enemy? Jerusalem is the daughter of Zion in Lamentations chapter 1. And question 20. What does the Preacher of Ecclesiastes say increases sorrow? Is it a lack of recreation, simple-minded ways, strong adversity, or increased knowledge? Oh dear, I hope you're ready for some sorrow in your life, because it's increased knowledge, explained in Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Well, I hope you found that either fun, enlightening, or both. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.